Hi, I'm James and welcome to another review. Today we're looking at this Zvezda's M1A1 Abrams main battle tank. Now Zvezda, Russian company, well known for producing World War II models. They do a strange mix of skills. The infantry are 1/72nd, vehicles are 1/100th, and boats and aircraft will vary slightly. So let's have a look what we get with this. So we've got the usual set of instructions. Okay, talks about the art of tactic, hot war, battle for oil. Shows you how to put on the transfers, and we've got the assembly guide. Now it is a push fit kit, so it is going to be relatively straightforward. So we've got the Art of Tactic card. I don't play Art of Tactic, so I've got very little I can tell you about that. Doesn't mean a lot to me, but you've got that. You've then got the markings. So you've got two sets of 0 to 9 and two chevrons, which were widely used in the Gulf War. So we've got that. Then we've got the actual kit. So the kit is in, say, 1/100th, which actually works out as 15mm. Now it's not exactly a lot of parts. That is basically it. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it together and then we'll have a talk about it. So let's start with the turret. Unlike a lot of models, this is actually very, very simple. It is literally two pieces. Got the entire top, there, and we've got the base for the turret. So they do look nice, quite clean castings. Can't see anything that looks particularly out. Didn't quite finish that one. And they are push fit. Now you could go a bit further and glue it. I tend to glue them, but for the purpose of today I'm just going to stick them together. So that's a nice tight fit there. There's a little bit there we'll need to clean up. Doesn't take a lot to clean this up. So there's the turret itself. So then we move on to the hull. Now the hull, start with the main base part of the hull. It looks like it's got Zvezda's fairly typical way of doing this, in that you've got the chassis and then you've got the parts that will fit into it that the tracks will fit onto. So there's the hull itself. I don't tend to worry too much about how well these fit together, because at the end of the day this will actually be hidden. So we've got the two pieces that everything then fixes onto. I do quite like that as a method, because it does look quite good when that's actually put together. It does tend to give you a nice simple fit as well. So you can see there what happens is these go on and they just push into there. That goes on the other side so the holes line up. So they line up, they only fit one way, and you can see there we've got the lugs to actually fit the tracks onto. So we're then going to do the opposite side. What we then have are the sections that the tracks will fit onto. Sorry, I missed this stage out when I was doing my explanation just then. You can see it's not exactly the most complex of kits to assemble. I would say quite happily you could give this to a child who's into models or just starting out. They're quick and simple to put together. So that then connects on. You can see there how that connects on. And apologies if you can hear Cubit the cat in the background. He's obviously trying his best to get in on the act again. So that's one of this is the bit I might actually glue if I wasn't rushing to get through this for the video. So we've got the tracks now. Quite usefully, this is the A1, and the large wheel surround that was on the original M1 is missing, which was correct, so that's looking good. The tracks are fairly basic as a design. There's a little bit of a mould line, but you're not going to really see that, so that's not too much of an issue. I have to be honest, for gaming models I do like the one-piece suspension. It just makes it so simple to actually fit it. Make sure I get this the right way around. You can see how easily this is coming together. So then we've got the main hull. Whole deck, very easy to fit. I'll come back to that in a second, because I'm going to do, I think before I put that on, I'm going to put the rear of the hull on as well. So you can see how few parts this has got, because that is everything. Well, there's one exception. There is a flag which is designed to fit onto the underside of the base. Which is for use in the Art of Tactic game, but as I say, I don't use that, so I'm not going to fit that. Just wondering if this had done better to fit this the other way around. Put this on before I did the rear there. There we go, got it in nicely. There we go, that fits in there. Turret then fits on top. And we've just got the flag, like I say, I'll fit that just for show. See there, that just fits in there. I'm not going to keep that on though. In fact, keep it on for the video. So that's it assembled. We'll have a look at it in close up and see what we think of it then. So here's the finished model. What do I think of it? Well, I hate to say it's one of Zvezda's worst kits in many ways. Yes, it's functional, but even for a gaming model it's pretty basic, for want of a better description. It suffers badly in detailing. I mean, starting with the turret, the gun I think is a little short. I haven't actually measured it, but it's definitely shorter than it should be. You've got the fume extractors there. It's got a vague indication of the reflector on the front of the barrel. That's there. The coaxial machine gun is there. The sights are and vision ports are very, very basic. The machine guns for both the for the loader and for the commander are both missing. They both show on the side of the box. The external racking on the sides is missing. It does actually have the rear turret basket, but no stowage in it. There's the mountings for aerials. Okay, most models don't fit those. Annoyingly, it's missing the smoke grenade dischargers. They're missing. The hull, well, the lights are missing. You can barely see the driver's position. The engine deck detail is basic, to say the least. The headlights are missing, and even the side skirts show no attempt to actually have any panelling on them. It's a very, very basic kit. It's almost as if you've got 5 minutes to put something together that looks like an M1. It does look like an M1. You could add extra detailing on, I suppose. I know at least one person has actually used the spares that they get from building the M1 from Battlefront, but why not just buy the Battlefront one? That would be my honest thought with this. Fortunately, I got it in a sale, and while it's passable on the gaming table, I really wouldn't go out and buy more. Hope that's been useful, and I'll see you soon for another review. And yes, I realised just as I finished this that I'd actually fitted the rear incorrectly. I've now corrected that, so I'll let it run round so you can see that correctly. But to be honest, making mistakes like that, it's hardly affecting the accuracy on this model. It's so basic, it's not something that you'd ever really notice among all the other defects, I'm afraid. So hope that's been useful, and I'll see you soon for another review.